Much has changed for veteran Albert Podesta.
I can't put my buttons on around. I've gained a little bit of weight. I was a E6 Staff Sergeant in the Marine Corps. I'm this guy right here, and we're in front of what they call a jingle truck in Afghanistan. It defines who I am. I will always be a Marine. I am an addict. I will never not be an addict because I know that if I injure myself again, I have to tell that doctor I'm an addict.
The stuff? It's legal. It came from a doctor.
I started having back pain after my second deployment to Afghanistan. IEDs weren't even a word in the dictionary yet. They were just either landmines or bombs. I ran over so many and didn't lose consciousness or anything like that, but my head got rattled many times. My back took a lot of impact, and I started experiencing back pain when we would run 3 miles, 4 miles. The left side of my body would get numb. And eventually I started having problems holding my bladder.
The staff sergeant took Hydrocodone, an opioid prescriptive medication to manage excruciating pain. Pain, he now says, pales in comparison to that of an opioid addiction.
I had no clue that I would come to a point in my life where if I didn't stop, I would eventually either be in prison or dead. People would kind of throw it in my face like, you're a Marine, you can get over this, you've been through things worse. I would have to not agree with them. This was the hardest battle that I ever had in my life. I'm better prepared to fight an enemy in a battle zone rather than fighting my own mind fighting against me, telling me that I cannot have euphoria or any kind of dopamine created in my brain unless I had painkillers. I could not be happy unless I had painkillers in my system.
This Marine is not alone.
It's called a dual diagnosis. Most veterans are dealing with some kind of mental ailment, PTSD, nightmares, depression, anxiety, panic attacks, and the drug tends to suppress all those symptoms.
10 years, 3 relapses, and 4 rehabs later, Podesta is proof of recovery.
You have to remind that veteran that they are still who they are. There's nothing that they have to prove to others. They have served their country. They have given that signed blank check and said, send me wherever you need me. I'll do what I can so others may live. Many of my fellow Marines commit suicide because they feel like they have lost the battle against addiction. And they feel that they have caused so much issues for their family that they feel that their family will be better off without them, and it's so untrue.
That doesn't include the opioid overdose accidental deaths that veterans experienced last year. There were 72,000 documented overdose deaths last year, civilians and veterans combined. 72,000, and that is more deaths in 1 year than we experienced in the Vietnam War, than we have experienced in the Afghanistan wars, in the Iraq wars. Opioid addiction is truly a disease. When the opioid is present in the body, what happens is there's no need for the body and the brain to produce the endorphins anymore. The endorphins are there, right, through a pill or through an IV or other substances. The brain stops producing endorphins. Without endorphins, we are not human. We can't live without endorphins. And so that's why suicides are so high in this country among veterans. Matthew's Hope Foundation is designed to save thousands and thousands of lives all over the country, both veteran and civilian.